Okay, this is Trail 33. We're at Shotgun Creek OHV. I rode this trail last week on my KTM 250 XC2 stroke. There's a lot of loose rocks in here, and so it's definitely difficult certain times of the year. So like in the winter time when there's been a lot of rain and the rocks kind of sink down into the mud, it's not bad. We're at the tail end of summer. This is September, and we've gotten a little bit of rain, but there's a lot of loose rocks, and so it definitely will make it more difficult. So my question is, we'll find out, how well does the 450, and this is a 2023.5 KTM 450 SXF factory edition, but I've got it set up to ride off-road. So we'll see how well this does compared to the two-stroke. I don't have a side-by-side comparison, but I'll be able to give my opinions, and then of course you'll probably see me struggling it many times. So let's go hit it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so far it's actually been quite a bit easier on the 450, which is kind of surprising. On my 250 KTM two-stroke, I have a Dunlop AT81 on there. Not real fond of that tire, but it was brand new, and I had it sitting around that I had taken off on another bike, and so I put it on just to kind of wear it down since I had a tire there. So I have a Dunlop MX34, and it seems to be a good tire in not only, you know, motocross, but then also for off-road. It does well in hard pack. You know, it does well in the mud too. So anyway, this section is probably more difficult than the section we just came. So let's go try this. And this road, obviously this road didn't used to be here. They've been logging in here, and so they've put in this trail, or this road rather. you guys are still with me. I appreciate you hanging in there. Obviously, you know, line choice is so important. But, you know, in all honesty, this actually did a lot better than the two-stroke did. And so I don't know if it's just a difference in the tire, or, you know, two-stroke has a tendency to bounce around a lot more, where, you know, the four-strokes seem to stay planted because you have more rotating mass. So that could make, you know, some difference. Obviously the 450 has so much low end torque, And, you know, in a lot of cases, you know, you would think that with the 450 it's going to have too much power and it's hard to modulate. And that's the one where I will say that the two-stroke is so easy to modulate. So that's definitely a benefit for the two-stroke. But, you know, if I was to compare the two, you know, what the two-stroke did last week versus what this did for this week, I would say hands down the 450, you know, did much better. So anyway, take that for what it's worth.